How's it going, you guys? As you can tell by the title of this video, I am disgusted and ashamed and disappointed. Now, I'm disgusted, ashamed, and disappointed for this reason, and the reason is Packer fans are giving death threats to Marquez valdes-scantling. I'm here to speak for all Packer fans and even NFL fans, football fans, that I am disgusted and ashamed that any type of football fan, especially in this fan base, in my fan base, the fan base of the Green Bay Packers, I'm disgusted with you. I gotta say, shame on you for going so far as to giving death threats to Marquez for that fumble. I'm here to tell you that that fumble was not entirely his fault. You got to give credit to the safety, Julian Blackmon, who made the play. Now, Marquez is not completely innocent in this. It's partially his fault. I should say mostly. It's mostly his fault. But Julian Blackmon made that play for the Indianapolis Colts, and that's what won them the game. They made one more play than we did. Yes, we turned the ball over 4 times. They turned the ball over 2. They fumbled the football in the very same manner. And the ball was knocked in the exact same manner. It was punched out. Yes, Mo Alley Cox had the ball was hanging out, and then Raven Green punched it out, and it resulted in a fumble recovery. The very same thing happened with Marquez. He didn't take care of the football. The ball was hanging out pretty loosely, and then the fumble happened, and that was the result of the Colts winning the football game by making a play, recovering the fumble, and kicking the game-winning field goal. So the fumble is not entirely Marquez's fault. In fact, the game should not have come down to that, but it did. In fact, if Marquez didn't catch that beautiful deep pass by Aaron, the Packers never would even have went to overtime to have the chance to even win the game. The game would have been over in regulation. So you Packer fans should be thanking Marquez for actually having a pretty good game before the fumble. Before that, he was doing a very good job blocking. He was doing a very good job with catching some passes before that. And of course, Aaron Rodgers, Matt LaFleur, they went on to defend Marquez, and I'm glad that they did. And then some Packers reporter, I think it was Mark Daniels, he asked Matt LaFleur, how do you live with the headache that is Marquez valdes-scantling? That went too far. That went too far. And I like Mark Daniels. He asked some pretty good questions, but he went a little bit too far with that one. And Matt LaFleur handled that question with complete class. Now, back to Marquez. Is Marquez a little bit of a problem? Yes, because he's an inconsistent player. I went on to say in previous videos that he's an inconsistent deep threat. Does he drop passes? Yes. Let me tell you this. And I'm going to express it one last time, that as a Packer fan, a diehard, lifelong Packer fan, I'm disgusted, appalled, ashamed, and very, very disappointed in the people that gave death threats to Marquez for a mistake in a football game. It's in a football game. Now, come on, you guys. There are things that matter more than football. There are things that matter a whole lot more than Packers football. And I know that I'm someone that takes Green Bay Packer football seriously. I live and die with this team. I love this team probably as much as you do. If you wish death on a football player playing a football game, then you got something wrong in here, in your heart, to go that far. Another thing to point up, more to take away from the Indianapolis game. It was a very hard-fought game. It was far from perfect. I know there's a lot of things that the Packers can do to move forward to correct a few things, especially the play calling and the play calling on offense. The play calling on offense was abysmal, and I'm pretty sure that Matt LaFleur and the offensive staff will do a better job going forward, heading into the Chicago game. And the play by the offensive players, Aaron Rodgers, I'm pretty sure the execution will have to also be better. And that is what transpired, is that the offense did not play very well in the second half, only scoring 3 points after putting up 28 points on the Indianapolis defense. They adjusted well. We did not adjust well to what they were trying to do, and that is something that I'm pretty sure the offensive staff will try to figure out. Going up against a tough Chicago Bear defense, make the adjustments, and do whatever it takes to be able to play a full entire game on offense, all gas, no break, and all that. And now to the defensive side of the ball. Everyone is pounding the table for Mike Pettin to be fired. I'm with you guys. I hear you out. I hear you out. The defense, as bad as it is, some of it's coaching. Yes, I agree with you. Some of it's coaching, but a lot of it has to do with the players. Let's just face it, there just is not much talent on this defense, and the lack of talent is showing. The lack of coaching is showing too, but I have to say that mostly this has to do with the talent. There just is not much talent on the defense, so a firing of Mike Pettin right now is not going to change much. I think that things would probably change up schematically wise if somebody like Jerry Gray were to take over, but do not expect this defense to be really that much better, because I just don't see there being enough talent on the defense to be able to make it any better. I'm sorry, but I wish that there was some kind of a way for the Packers to come away with a top 15 to a top 10 defense. It's just not going to happen. We are just going to have to roll with the type of defense we have this season, and let's just see what we can do to play better on offense and go from there. And I will catch you guys later for another video.